Nerf Rival Apollo review. Hi everyone, thanks for watching, and this is my second rival review if I remember correctly. This is an awesome gun. I really have a lot of good things to say about it, but I also do have some bad ones. First of all, I want to say the blaster does originally come with the instructions for the gun, the actual blaster. You do not have to put the blaster together, although you do have to put the darts in the clip as usual. That's with pretty much every Nerf gun. I've never seen a Nerf gun that you don't have to put the bullets in a clip or in the gun itself. You do not have it loaded when you first get it, obviously. Gun's really nice. I just want to say this is not an end strike elite or just regular end strike attachment, so you cannot put anything on the barrel to increase its distance or anything. You don't really need to. It actually shoots pretty far. I'll show you that in a second. That's one problem. It's not really a problem, I'm just saying. Yeah, stock I wish was a little longer, but it's a sniper pistol is what I like to call it. Snipe pistol. No, snipe, whatever. Yeah, it's really cool. I like blue. That's why I chose the blue. There's no color difference. That's up to you. Pick the color you want. It comes in blue and red. It's really awesome. The gun does come with the instruction booklet for any of those who do not know how to operate the gun, even though it looks really simple. Seriously. Yeah, it's a little weird to aim, but because of this thing, this is actually your primer. So you pull this back, load it, and that is really hard. I will demonstrate that in a second for you guys. But, yeah, it's very hard to aim with this thing if you're trying to actually be a sniper. But if you just aim at the person, you're gonna most likely hit him unless you have a bad shot. So that's really awesome. There can be jams with this gun. I don't have many, but there can be jams. So that's what this button's for right here. So if you ever get a jam, and this thing will not move at all, you press this down a couple times and it should release. It doesn't, wait a little bit, that's what I usually do. Or just get someone to cover you in a Nerf. But I've used this, I can beat the crap out of people with this thing. Unless they have a better rival than me, or just better skill than me, which, Wiggly Panic, 25, depending on the gun he uses, he can really take me out, or I can take him out, depends. Or if it's Jerry Man, usually he takes me out just because he has good speed, and he just knows how to shoot people running because he hunts. So, but yeah, this gun, I can take people out really easily, especially since it's a sniper pistol. One tactical rail, it is harder to put regular end strike stuff on this. So it's, instead of sliding it on, which will be harder, you can do it, but it's harder. You kind of have to clip it on. It's not like the usual slide, clip it on. I don't have an example to show you because I don't really have many of those. So that's kind of hard. Holding, little weird when you're trying to snipe, but if you're just going boom, like that, pretty much fine. You do have a reader, so if you ever want to know if it's loaded or not, which this is not loaded because it's gray, it will tell you, it's an indicator if it's loaded or not. So if you're unsure and you're messing around and you go like, hey guys, and you pretend you're going to shoot them and you don't think it's loaded, but it is, you might shoot them. But that's what this thing is for. This can really hurt. This is usually on a lot of guns that Nerf produces. It's really awesome. An awesome thing is, this thing has the safety, which I have it on right now, even though it's not loaded. Keep it on just in case. That's mine. Because if I load it while the safety's on, and I don't remember that I had it loaded, and I don't realize that I see the indicator, then I shoot someone, it's gonna hurt. This thing hurts like crap. If I shoot it at the pool, our pool back there, you guys can't see right now, but you will in a second, or if you can, you don't see much of it. Well, when I first tried this gun out, I shot straight down at the pool, and it bounced one of one of these darts, that happens by the way, I'll mention that in a second, bounced all the way back here because it shot so hard, and I was about right at this distance. Another thing, this is only a 7 dart clip as they say, but it can fit 8 darts. I just like to keep 7 in here, just because I like going by the rules for Nerf guns usually, although I do some modding. This has a couple special features in it, which I will demonstrate in a second most likely. First of all, lightweight. Second of all, there is a button on here that does release the darts. And they're not even darts. They're foam little golf balls is what I like to call them. But there is a button on here, when you pull back on the button, it releases all the Nerf darts. Like all of these balls, these Nerf rival darts. It will release all of them, which can be useful if you have a jam in the clip, but I haven't had one, so kind of, I don't understand the point. If you do know the point of that, leave a comment, please. I do need that. But you can this can also fit a 12 dart clip, which I have right here. Perfectly fits in, just like the 7. This is one way to store the 12 clips. You can't really get a good 7 dart clip in this. It's really hard. It'll just fly out. However, if you have it strapped into this end strike vest, if you have one, it will stay. I ran around with it yesterday, and it worked fine. Just remember that. And just to prove that these do have the same thing, and when you are reloading this, if you run out of ammo, and this is your last clip, if you run out of ammo, you can just boom, boom, on the ground. You can just go. It's not like a regular clip where you have to slide in the dart, hold down the dart. No, you just stick in the darts, or you can just hit the bullets on the ground. That works best. It's really fast. Either way works. Doesn't matter. So that's really nice. I just dropped my clips. So anyway, yeah. So both clips work in this. So that's really nice. 12 dart clips. I've only had one jam, except it's not that big of a deal. But the only thing, if you're using a 12 dart clip, it sticks out a lot more, which can be uncomfortable the way you're holding it. But I don't really see anyone going like bam, bam. They're usually going to be going like this. If they're going to be doing this, it doesn't really get in the way as much. However, when you prime the blaster, it can be really annoying. Oh my gosh. I'm going to shoot this for you guys, not with a dart in it, so the bullets stay in the clip unless you did what I did, especially with the 7 dart clips. Stick it in, it's going to lose the dart because, especially once you load it, and you take the clip out, which you can take it out while it's loaded, has a release button right here. But once you take the clip out, or your dart on the 7 clip has typically fallen out for me, but it's not that big of a deal since it's only one dart, unless it pushes the release button. When you unload, you have to be really careful, because if you hit that button, it will release all your darts, and you will release more darts. So safety, obviously, which works really well. You can't even push down the trigger when the safety's on. So yeah, loading's really hard, and when you do load, it always wants to pull your gun back because this thing is so dang hard to load. Definitely a problem with this. So I usually do it with my index and middle finger, which you don't want to extend that finger in the middle of the game. You might make someone really mad. Anyway, you can do it either way, but these are my 2 not strong fingers, so I like using it the other way. But it doesn't really matter. Whatever works for you is fine. So this gun, even for my age, this is kind of hard, but Jerryman's almost just as strong as me, so he doesn't have a problem either. But typically, if you're below 11, you're going to have a hard time loading this. So just keep that in mind when you're buying. If you're having trouble, I'd buy the Atlas instead, which I don't have yet, but I will be planning on getting soon. Anyway, so I'm going to demonstrate. As you can tell, I had to pull some force. I had to lean against my body to do that, because otherwise it kind of pulls the blaster up, which is really kind of annoying. And do not let go of what I was saying is when you load this, it is really hard, and it's really loud. Don't fool anyone. This thing, when I first shot this, I was not expecting it to be powerful. So if this is what it sounds like, that's louder than when it shoots normally. So, but it's worth it. But this gun, more with the Zeus or the Chaos, which I did a review on. Honestly, this is my first rival gun that I actually have on my own and bought with my own money. This is very good. I'm proud of Rival. They did a great job. But loading is very hard is one thing. You see, this is one of those stuck moments right here. If you don't pull hard enough, it can get stuck. But it's really hard to pull. If it gets stuck, just make sure you pull it all the way. Just don't pull it too hard. I haven't had any cracks or breaks, so I don't have any problem with that. But I tend to hit it back just because it's faster. But yeah, not that big of a problem. Grip. Grip is really awesome. Especially, I have a big hand, and it feels great. I'm glad they're really starting to make big handles. But to a smaller kid, it's gonna feel really weird. So just keep that in mind. But it's not a big deal. Usually you adjust. Haven't had really a problem unless it's a small handle. Small handles are the most annoying things ever. So yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say for right now. Now we're gonna do a shooting test, and I'm gonna demonstrate something about this gun that's really awesome. So let's go ahead and go to a shooting test. This is the 7 dart round here. I'm using the original clip that came with the blaster, and this is how great it is. And you're gonna see it bounce out the pool since I am closer than usual. first shot. As you can see, that went all the way back to my old setting, which I forgot to mention. I had to move because our air conditioner turned on, and it makes a lot of noise. You wouldn't even be able to hear me. You can probably hear it in the background right now, but that bullet shot all the way back over there, which is really awesome. Bullet landed right here when you were facing in the same spot. I just turned me, so it's right here. Right here. There's no difference. I'm going to leave it the way it is because it bounced all the way from the pool, which did not give it any advantage at all. Bounced all the way back here just from the first shot. Can't wait to show you more. This is going to be the second shot. I'm going to start trying to load faster. Same distance, except it went to a different spot. Depends on how you shoot it and where, but it's still very powerful. You can probably hear it bounce off the pool even. See, this is one of those stuck moments. The closer you get to the primer, when you actually load the gun, the harder it is. So just make sure you pull back all the way. So here we go. And that went just as far as the other three that have made it over in that direction. It was just as far. So that's an indicator you're out. Get the 12 dart, and darts are becoming less expensive, especially at Target for those who go to Target. So that's a great place to buy them. Alright, so now I'm going to try it with a regular 12 dart ammo clip. Alright guys, this is going to be with a regular 12 dart clip here. Ha! That almost hit the camera. I can't do that again. Yes! It hit the phone. Yay! That hit the air conditioner, guys, just so you know. Darn it, I missed. And that's it for the 12 dart clip. As far as the Nerf rivals go, this is pretty dang awesome. For once, Nerf actually downgraded how far this gun can shoot. So, what I mean by that is usually they'll say, this gun can go up to 90 feet, isn't that awesome? And then you get home and it goes like 60 feet. Well, for once, they made it 80. It can go up to 90 under my readings. So, yeah, they undergraded it, which is really awesome. Keep doing that. It's not a bad thing. Makes you more truthful. Anyway, so I just want to comment on something that's actually on every rival box I've seen. Experience the intensity. 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 They're saying that in every box, but for this gun, they put that on there for a reason. This thing is powerful, and I just want to comment, if you're ever in a Nerf battle, when you're in closed space, like a yard or in a house, it doesn't actually really matter anywhere. If you're trying to shoot someone and they're shooting back, these darts here, or I guess I should say balls here, they shoot so much faster than regular Nerf darts because the gun's so much powerful. So if someone's shooting at you, when you shoot at them, your dart is more likely to hit them because it's faster, and you'll have more time to get back into cover because yours is so much faster. So just keep that in mind. I haven't figured that out yet, as you can probably tell as what I mentioned in the first part of the video. But otherwise, the Nerf gun is really awesome. Yeah, so this was a review on the Nerf Rival Apollo. Hope I helped you guys figure out your shopping issues. Peace. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thanks, guys.